Hey, wrestling fans! I'm Mike Bomani, joined as always by my co-host Louis Carrillo, and this week with our special guest William Christensen, we are the Smarks, and we have Nature Boy Ric Flair. Have we been to Virginia? Have we had a good time?
Virginia love us.
Ric Flair,
no better lover than Ric Flair.
all over Renee Young's bleached asshole this week.
Oh my God!
Trying so hard, just styling and profiling. No, you can stay there, Renee. I'll walk around you. Don't you worry.
Oh, he's keeping the booty the whole time over
Hey,
there. Shame on you,
thighs
you
are on point.
They
dirty
were
old
on
man.
point.
You're a dirty old man, Nature Boy. But I have
Thanks.
one word for you. Woo! Woo!
All right, so this week we are treated to the delightful opening segment of John Cena and Roman Reigns coming out and having their little farting and microphone promo. It was
just it was awful. It was really bad.
Yeah, like
And
Promos 101. Do something right.
the thing is, I think John Cena has a lot of talent on the mic, but it's just it comes off so hokey because it's John Cena.
yeah.
You know, and it's sad. It's sad. He's got all this all this pent up emotion, but it just comes out stupid.
We got
John
somebody,
Cena.
Roman Reigns, whose vocabulary
John
is
Cena,
very,
everybody.
very minimal.
Yeah, Reigns, he has nothing to say. He just
He's
why,
just real quiet
as a sign in the crowd said, "Why is your hair so wet?
It's always
Why is your hair always so wet?"
Get to the point, John.
Well, yeah.
they mop
Yeah.
up the fucking the auto body shop with Roman Reigns' hair. That's what happens.
All that
The
grease.
great thing about this, though, is Dean Ambrose saves us from this shit fest.
Thank God.
And, yeah, thankfully, yes. He comes on the mic, telling them that they need to focus on what's important, kicking ass of the Authority, the Demon Kane, Randy Orton, and Triple H's luggage carrier, baggage carrier.
Operation Screw the Authority.
Yes.
Very,
Which-
Dean Ambrose saved that.
He did.
Skit there.
He's Dean Ambrose, but as he does this, fucking Kane, Randy Orton,
Seth Rollins.
and Seth Rollins.
Mr. Moneybag.
Yeah.
With his Money in the Bank lunchbox.
Yep. Beat up Dean Ambrose. And when I was watching this, because it went on for like 3 minutes back there, and all I could think of is Roddy Piper and They Live. When he's having his fights, he's like, "Put on the glasses." I was surprised someone didn't say that, because even Dean Ambrose is like, "Is that all you got?" Like after
Oh,
it
man.
just
It was so drawn out, and it was definitely like that fight for sure.
It was all right opening segment.
Why didn't these guys run in the back and help him?
Yeah,
That's supposed to be the
yeah.
tag team partner for
The
the evening,
fuck
and
were
they
you,
didn't even
John Cena?
Just-
run in the back to help the poor guy.
Cena's flexing, bro. He's selling merch to the kids.
Shame
John
on you.
Cena.
Thanks.
All right, so
Thanks,
Also,
John.
loyalty,
Big help,
respect.
buddy.
There was no loyalty there at all.
yeah.
Mhm.
So after this, we get a match of the United States Heavyweight Champion Sheamus, which no one would really know that he's U.S. champ because he never defends the title.
That happens a lot
Yeah.
with that belt, though.
Yeah, it's just
Dean Ambrose never defended the damn
Never.
thing either.
Just
Well,
something
he
for them
goes
to walk
against-
around with.
The Miz, and The Miz, to the delight of everybody, is going to put his moneymaker on screen for the whole match,
The
his face on
moneymaker.
screen. What did you guys think about that little...
I loved it. I thought it was
Yeah.
hilarious.
It was a solid segment. There's not really much I can say that about Sheamus. He's sort of like a vanilla superstar to me. And he always.
You got nothing to say about that fella?
about that fella.
Well, he is
Yeah.
kind of vanilla, ain't he?
Oh, he's not even vanilla. That motherfucker is mayonnaise. He's mayonnaise.
Yeah, Sheamus is desperately needing to be a heel. Like
He's floundering, yeah, for sure.
he's like The Miz was when The Miz was good a few months ago. It was horrible. Like The Miz now, as a douchey B Hollywood star, that's The Miz. He's a
It's a lot
douchey
better,
B
yeah.
Hollywood star. He's the face of the Marine 4 franchise.
I mean, we're talking about cinematic classics here, folks.
The
This is a
Marine
franchise.
3. Have you seen The Marine 3? And soon to be The Marine 4? Because
seen
this
it.
time it's 4.
I haven't even seen the end of Marine 2.
I don't think anyone's seen any of the Marines ever.
I've never watched any of them ever. in
I've
my
watched
life.
Marine one. I'm sorry.
Have you? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I
Was
watched
it okay?
Eh,
Yeah.
it's alright.
That's John Cena.
Nothing
Yeah.
big.
Fucking Cena.
The
So
girl in it was hot though.
So
Yeah.
we get the
Main chick,
match.
she was fun.
What do you guys think about this match? Anything that really stood out at all, or
I loved how Miz was trying to avoid getting hit in the face the whole time.
that is really good.
I like
He's-
that gimmick. I like that gimmick. I think he could probably do something with that. You know,
Yeah,
the
he's-
whole "don't touch my
That's
money
how he
maker,
won too.
I'm a Hollywood star."
Yeah,
or
he
whatever.
ducked out of it and
Yeah.
got him a little
Mhm.
schoolboy roll-up pin or whatever.
Mhm.
The Miz beats Sheamus.
Which I wasn't
non-title
expecting.
match.
Totally not expecting that. I was
Non-title.
expecting Sheamus to
Yeah,
even
it was a
so.
non-title match. You didn't
Even
expect
so.
Miz to beat him.
No, even so, I thought they would, because
Why would WWE protect their champions and make them look like they're actually champions?
yeah, God forbid you.
Yeah, that's
We'll get the guy that came back to one of the most lackluster returns that I can remember. And we'll let him beat our United States champion,
Yeah,
first match he has back. That's a good idea. Okay.
and both of them are in the Intercontinental Championship
Yeah.
Battle Royal at Battleground.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're the U.S. champion, why would you care about the Intercontinental? You know what I mean? Like, aren't they kind of on the same playing field?
point.
Shouldn't you be like?
It's sort of downplaying the significance of the United States title, and that's it's not a good thing. I mean,
Isn't the Intercontinental ranked higher than the U.S. title?
I don't
absolutely,
know.
absolutely,
Is it?
yeah.
I would say it
In terms
is.
of
The
importance,
Intercontinental's
sure.
been out longer than the U.S. title in WWE terms.
Yeah.
So I would say the Intercontinental
I
title is
think,
better.
the
Maybe get
three-
a little mergence combined between the two. It hasn't been done since Edge did it 10 years ago.
Yep. There you-
Michael Cole pushed that down
Oh,
our
God,
throats.
Sheamus is going to win it for that reason, so they can have two different guys coming out with two titles.
Oh, God.
Off the subject a little bit on the WWE announcing. I mean, why is it every match is like the biggest match in Raw history?
Yeah, I know. Oh, Michael! Oh, Michael!
Michael!
Every match
fight on
is the
Friday
biggest
Night
match in
Michael.
history.
I don't know. I sort of appreciate that because JR used to do that. He made every match seem important.
Yeah, but-
and I think you should do that. I
Those
mean,
matches
unless it's for an
were
obvious
kind of
thing.
important back then. Like, I don't know, there's a lot of lackluster stuff going on Raw.
Mhm.
So the Miz wins, as we said. The next thing is the first of 14 backstage promos with Triple H. It's like the whole
Authority.
night was just like,
When are they gonna stop?
well, like, and it's something, but it would just be like, all right, match, cut back to Triple H. Match, cut back to John Cena. Match, cut back to Triple H. Match, cut back to John Cena.
Randy Orton.
Well, that's
Triple H, like,
Kane.
that happens a lot, especially with the go home shows for a pay-per-view.
but they weren't really like they kept doing like the same promos. Because all right, this first one, I think,
Well, it was the same
Kane-
promo except
yeah.
they changed it from Triple H to Randy Orton to
Yeah.
Triple H to
Mhm.
Kane to Triple
yeah,
H to Seth
on the first
Rollins.
one, Kane's tired. The Demon Kane is tired of Randy Orton. That's basically all that's said there.
Yep.
And okay, then now the next thing though, which was pretty awesome, was Dolph Ziggler
Love them.
against Fandango.
Go.
I
Gotta
don't
breathe those
feel
A's.
comfortable saying it because I don't want to screw it up. I don't want to
Yeah.
upset Fun. I can't do it. I can't say it. I'm sorry.
Fandango is a shell of his former self. He has no woman anymore. Layla and Summer Rae are gone. He doesn't even get to like dance out his intro. He's just there.
All by myself.
That should be his new theme. What'd you think of the match?
I mean, the
Anything
match was
Dolph
decent.
Ziggler does is gold.
The match was good.
The
Was
man
good.
can do no wrong
but
in my eyes.
when they're playing the Fandango music, Layla's dancing like she's a hip hop artist to a classical
She's perfect.
song.
So yeah, the match is going on. The Fandango's music hits and the camera cuts, and Layla and Summer Rae are on the announce table, and pervy Jerry Lawler and
I love it.
JBL. JBL's like, I love it, and fucking Michael Cole. I can't see what's going on in the match, and they're like, who cares what's going on in the match? What's wrong with you? Like, so the distractions laid down. Ziggler hits Fandango with a famous air, gets the clean 3. Fandango is, flipping his shit. Both Summer Rae and Layla come in the ring, and they look at Dolph Ziggler, and they both look at his ass, and then they both smile, and Ziggler looks at both of them, and they both kiss him on his cheek, and like they leave together. Ziggler is now in a threesome, basically. He is having his own personal threesome, I guess.
Listen, you don't get a slogan like "Steal the Show" and your girlfriend for no reasons.
Yeah.
He's the show stealer.
Now, what do you guys like? I was gonna say,
Love
I
it.
think, in my eyes, this seems like he's starting to get another push again because he's been winning a couple matches. He's got not one but two valets at the moment, and he's
they're
on
not
Raw.
ballets yet. I gotta see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see. Well,
I won't believe a push to Ziggler to actually start seeing it, man. Because
those two chicks visited Ziggler's Space Mountain that night. I would say with Ric Flair being there. Yeah, it was.
Ric Flair recording it.
Could you imagine? They get backstage. No, Flair's like, "All right, in Virginia, I got my camera." Woo! He's strutting. He's just strutting with the camera.
He was.
You guys are terrible people.
He was like.
He was Ric Flair,
really,
baby.
But more so than I've seen him, in the past few years when he's made those random appearances.
No, man. The last appearance on Raw, he did the same thing. Like, I would have some fun here. Like, he had that same. It's so funny how he does that voice. Like now, I'm 60 years old and I'm drunk and I don't give a fuck. He even said like to Renee Young, like, this is live TV.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. You're in Ric Flair's position. Are you not gonna do that? You're gonna do that.
He's fucking Nature Boy.
He's been around so long and he's always gonna get a pop when he comes out.
That man could walk out with his dick hanging out, flopping around everywhere, and he would still get a pass and cheered from people. Yeah. He's fucking Ric Flair. He in fact
see that,
did that on the plane ride from hell.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
He was just a robe and an old flaccid penis flopping around.
Yeah, he did the Dirk Diggler.
All right, next subject, please. I'm about to.
You don't want to talk about Ric Flair's penis for another 30 seconds?
No, I'm good.
Oh,
man. Oh, man.
I'm good on that thing.
Ric Flair's old Wrigley. Okay, never
mind.
All
right. Woo! So the next thing is we find out that Damien Sandow now works for Sonic. He's fucking flipping burgers and selling sodas and hot doggers. I think he was on skates too. I think he was rolling around on.
It's so depressing.
Yeah, we don't even need to get into that. It's just a bad commercial. Ugh.
And because I love Damien Sandow too. And he was so great when he first came out. He was the intellectual savior of the masses. He had this great,
telling people, silence!
Yeah, it was great. It was so old school wrestling, and maybe that's just the kid in me being like, why didn't they do something with that,
Because John Cena came back from injury and the wave of jobs. Oh, you're the...
Oh, it's not just a wave. It's a tidal wave.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Ugh.
Fucking Cena. All right.
It's upsetting.
Yeah, let's not get. This is Nature Boy Ric Flair's dick show tonight, so let's keep this rolling.
Woo!
We get our boys, the Usos, with the.
So what is it? The SEMA Town? Is that what that is?
And the when we say ooh, y'all say Pearl Harbor job by the Wyatt families. In the words of Gorilla Monsoon, they got Pearl Harbored by the Wyatts. This is pretty awesome, actually. They were doing their annoying. It's kind of annoying because they're never on time with each other. I mean, it's cool, but
and the music they do with, they're never the time.
Yeah, it's just as a musician, it just drives me crazy every week. It's like, dude, you guys do this every fucking week. How can you not get this?
Practice it.
You're twins. You're twins. Like, all right. So, woo, woo. We're just gonna be wooing all night. Deservingly so. This was not that good of a Raw, but Ric Flair. A-OK, still got it. All right, so this is setting up a 2 out of 3 falls match at Battleground. What are your guys' thoughts on the Usos and the Wyatts? We've had this kind of going on the last 3 months. dude, this guy is on point.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100% because they're obviously pushing the Wyatts as a tag team now. They have their own theme music, which I don't
and a
like.
new finishing move now.
It is much better though than when they did the like crow bird whatever the whole world like that was bad. Now it's just like late 90s WCW generic kind
a
of
lot of slide guitar.
They got their own
slide
finisher now
guitar.
too. You notice that?
No, what's their?
They grab them.
Oh yeah, they did like the
armpit.
double razor
Yeah.
as edge thing.
Yeah, they grab the guy by the armpit and throw him up in
Mhm.
the air and
Yeah.
slam him.
That's cool. It's a cool tag team
Yeah.
finisher. You know?
No, I mean these dudes are like 6'9" apiece. They're monsters.
They're big boys.
Luke Harper, oh my man, he is just
I'm a big fan of him.
Superstar.
I'm real high on him.
He is unreal. Like he just
Anybody that's 300 plus pounds that can do a suicide dive, fuck it. They're okay in my book. You know.
Who was the last guy that was 300 pounds that did suicide dives that you liked a lot?
The Undertaker.
Oh yeah.
My favorite of all time. R.I.P. Fuck you, Brock. You jerk. You son of a b.
The 1 in 21.
Stop
and
it.
1.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. It didn't happen. That's my Holocaust. It didn't happen. I hate that moment worse than I hate the entire time he was the American Badass. And that hurt me.
Wow.
That hurt my
That
heart.
was rough.
That hurt my
Undertaker as American Badass was really rough. So all right.
It does.
The next segment was one of my favorites.
I think
of
this
the night.
was the best segment of the night.
Yeah, this was so
was
good. It was the
I love it.
Rusev, Real
Swagger.
Americans, detente.
Detente. Detente. At first, I thought they were going to just taunt each other.
The detente, yeah. that in itself would have been just crazy. They're just, and Rusev, he's a brute. Just,
If Lana would have did that,
Oh
would
my
have been fun.
God.
Oh my goodness. I love that tiny little business skirt she wears. That's
Oh,
my
yeah,
favorite thing.
Her fat little dumper on display. Oh
Oh
man.
You guys need a moment?
No, it's all right. We'll get to the page.
I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom.
So, the USA chants are in full force. Lana is losing her shit. Fucking Jack Swagger is one of the most over wrestlers right now. Who would have ever thought that Jack Swagger?
Not since 2007 or
Well,
8.
wasn't a couple of weeks ago on this show we were saying Swagger was absolutely nothing now, and in a matter of
he
two,
just hurt
2
my
weeks,
boy Bad News Barrett. Who
Yeah.
Bad News Barrett will be making an appearance. I hope he delivers some bad news about the fucking title, that he's
Some
not
bad
giving it up. Like he just takes it and runs away.
Sure,
Like,
dude.
or goes on his like 10-foot platform or 20-foot little platform.
get it from
yeah.
up here.
Yeah.
You got to take it from me.
My cold dead hands. Yeah, so there, Lana's losing her shit. Zeb Coulter, says how he laid face down in the muck. Like I was thinking of the Big Lebowski. Like, let it die. I didn't watch my friends die face down in the muck. Like so. He said he had bullets flying overhead, which these are true stories. The man did fight in
He's a
Vietnam.
warrior.
Yeah, he's
a GD warrior.
He is. The USA chants again keep going on. There is a very funny sign that I noticed as this is going on, and it was Putin 316. And
Oh man.
yeah, how about the all right, so we got a little schmaz. They start, they're getting ready to leave. Lana smacks
Zeb
smacks
pretty
Zeb
hard, too.
in the face. He
Pretty
likes
hard.
it.
Oh, who wouldn't? I'd take it.
And then Rusev hits a what did he hit? Like a spear. He hit something. I'm having a little brain fart on it, but he hit Swagger.
Swagger speared him.
Was that how it went?
Yeah, Swagger speared him, started brawling for a little bit. Lana grabs him by
the hair. And then he goes for his kick, and Swagger catches it in front of the Patriot lock.
I sort of liked it better when they called it the Patriot Act.
Is that what it was?
It was the Patriot Act.
there was a dark age of me not watching WWE. I think I got into it after.
Listen,
a few episodes
nobody
ago.
would blame you.
Yeah.
Nobody blames you.
Fuck you, Rey Mysterio. That's a whole nother tangent that I already went on before. So what are you guys thinking about this little angle? I think this is, to me personally, I think it's the best use of Rusev so far. Like, he's not just beating up black guys for no reason.
It's a win-win for both of them, I think, at this point, until they decide, who's going to come out on top, because this is the most attention Jack Swagger's gotten in years.
And the reaction he's getting from the crowd is
it's unreal.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's ridiculous.
So good for him, and it's obviously they're still pushing Rusev because he's in a feud, and so I think ultimately it's going to end up with Rusev coming out on top.
Yeah,
just because
I
they want to push him as a heel.
I loved how Zeb, told Lana to teach him 3 words.
That was good. No, it was.
We the people.
Oh my! Have you guys noticed the last few weeks when when Jack Swagger says the "we" part, his face is like, oh, like
he's real intense now.
He is like,
you can tell he really wants to have his own. He just wants to be his own mouthpiece. I feel like I'm getting that vibe.
He talks so funny when he talks.
He's better with Zeb.
Yeah, he's good. He's good with Zeb. Zeb is a good. This is odd. I talked about this recently that. Usually when you become a good guy, you're like stripped of everything that made your character like interesting. But Zeb really is like, fuck it, I'm a USA war hero, and I'm gonna make people remember how badass the USA is and stuff. And that
it worked when now that he doesn't have to be a bigot.
Yeah,
it's pulling off nicely. So yeah.
I think a lot of people kind of agreed with what he was saying back in the day too. With, immigrants and everything coming over borders and stuff like that. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm not an immigrant, by the way. Thank you.
I was born here.
Commonwealth.
Born here. But a lot of people were agreeing with him and cheering them on when they were heels. With him and Cesaro and Zeb Coulter were all heels. People were still chanting "We the People" the whole time. So it wasn't. It was good for them now to have a bad guy like Rusev out there talking junk about America, and then Swagger taking over.
Now, I see Rusev winning most likely because they've been building up his character, and you would think that he's going to continue just to make it look that much stronger. But Swagger's gotten so over, like, you don't want to derail what is WWE is got barely any people that get big responses right now. Like
it's true. Even we'll talk about it later, but Chris Jericho came out. It was his reaction was pretty lukewarm.
Yeah, it's so yeah, you just hope that maybe some sort of schmozzy disqualification ending or something. I mean, we won't get into too much fancy booking, but we'll see. The pay-per-view looks like it's gonna be all right. So that was probably the segment of the night. That was amazing.
I agree.
Big pops.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Oh man.
The crowd was real into that.
They were
too.
So the next thing we get
in Virginia.
is 2 wrestlers, 3 initials each. ADR versus RVD in the everyone knows how this is ending match.
ADR. ADR. ADR.
I do like that.
Alberto Del Rio. Yeah.
He's all right.
I like how he covers. I like how he covers his tights up just high enough to cover his fupa. Because you can tell he does that. He's got some love handlage.
He's not as tight as he used to be. I do like that he did the ring skirt maneuver again this week. That's pretty cool in his arsenal.
I'm liking that.
I'm digging it. Surprise to nobody, RVD loses, but it was a cool little ending. RVD goes for the 5-star frog splash. ADR puts the knees up and then puts him in an armbar. Quick tap. It's over. You guys got anything really to add about that?
I think it's a great match. I love RVD. He's got great ring presence, and he's always pandering to the crowd mid match, and that's Ric Flair used to do that. All the greats did that.
I think he's losing his hops too because he couldn't make that one jump to get up there.
Well, the man's 40 years old, and he's been hanging and banging ECW the whole bit for a long time.
He's still all right though. He can
still do that Rolling Thunder.
He doesn't mind putting people over, unlike a certain 15-time champion in the WWE. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I got one thing to say about that.
Woo! 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 Oh my! This episode is just nothing but fucking.
I love Ric Flair.
Yeah.
I love Ric Flair.
All right. So after that, we get Nikki Bella coming out, and then Stephanie comes and says, you would have a tag team partner if your sister didn't quit on you and all that.
I believe she used the word abandon.
Yeah, there you
Terrible.
go.
Yeah. That's
So
Terrible.
and it's Nikki Bella versus Alicia Fox and
your girl Cameron.
Cameron.
Yeah.
Fucking
she might be fine, but the girl can't wrestle for
no,
shit.
my God, she can't. She's such a piece of garbage
fine.
human being too. My oh my.
Really? You think she's fine?
I do.
He said might. He threw the might in there.
I like her.
So I do. All right. What do you guys think about the pairing of Alicia Fox and Cameron?
I think it's very appropriate.
Yes.
I think it's very appropriate.
Well, they're trying to do this little program with Naomi and Cameron, and Naomi didn't even come out.
Yeah, that was very odd and strange. Like you would think that like
it's to me it's tantamount to them just stopping that whole program, which WWE is obviously notorious for doing. Just this kind of isn't working, so let's just scrap it and pretend nobody notices.
They got a match.
They had the match of the pay-per-view though. It's Cameron versus.
It's on the kickoff. It's not
quite possibly the worst kickoff match since they've been, in the past year. This has to be probably the worst kickoff.
Well, to
match.
the one person that watches the kickoff match, let us know how it goes.
All right,
because we're not going to be paying. Mr. Cruella apparently is going to be the one guy.
Woo!
All right, real quick, they had a segment actually before the the Cameron, the snooze match. CM Punk is no longer a member of the WWE roster. He got put to the alumni section.
The alumni. That's what
alumni.
Yeah,
and
he is officially an alumni.
It was cool. That's since besides the Paul Heyman coming out that one time with CM Punk's music, where me and him were watching that Raw, and for that fucking quick moment, we lost our shit. We're like, oh fuck, he's back, son of a bitch! You got us, Heyman. That was
awesome.
It was cool though to see his shit on there, to see the CM Punk logo, man. And he put out a tweet too, thanking everybody and saying, that at the end, he's like, thank you guys. And to sum it up, he's like, don't take shit from anybody was the last thing he said. He was like, and that's so you can
which
tell.
Which is obviously a nod to like him.
Yeah.
The
why he's not there.
Of WWE.
Well, they promoted him, for his show that he had on Tuesday night. They had Best in the World.
Yeah,
so they gave him a little promotion.
Have you guys all seen? I take it you guys have all seen that. Yeah, that's one of the best.
Yeah,
one of the absolute best WWE documentaries ever. It's really, really good.
Yep.
Now, after this, we saw someone on a WWE screen, on Raw screen, for the first time in Raw's history, sans when they had the simulcast of Nitro, but the first time in an actual WWE Raw event, you get a little promo, and it starts off with the little violins and violas playing, and it's none other than Sting. Now,
I love the way the orchestra just came and turned around, and they all had
the Sting. Oh man, and even him like. Even though it was just a promo for the WWE 2K15 video game, he said on an interview, I think yesterday or the day before, that he wants his career to end in WWE. That he wants to wrestle matches, and he wants to have his career end in the WWE.
That's what he said. He wants to wrestle. He flat out said he wants to wrestle the Undertaker. His very last match would be.
What better dance partner than
the Underwear Taker?
There's no. You want to end your career in WWE, obviously you're going to want to do it being in his position. You're going to want to do it at WrestleMania. What better dance partner at WrestleMania than The Undertaker?
And Sting can be the two behind.
Stop it. Don't say that to me.
21 and 2.
Don't say that to me.
Yeah, but did you notice that there was, I guess a lot of people were expecting him to be
there.
They
did. So it got a huge pop at first, and then at the very end there was some boos. But it's like, hey man, be fucking happy that at least that's the seed that was planted. All right, now you've got that they've They've got and
Sting
how
was
awesome.
One of my favorite wrestlers of all time.
If he comes back, how awesome is it going to be to hear that theme if they do it like that with the orchestra?
The man called
Steve! The man they call Steve! His name's Steve!
Fucking Steve.
No, but no, they're not going to use the man they call Sting intro or the man they call Steve as we've
Do you think he would come back as like the Crow?
Yeah,
Sting?
of course he is.
That's the way they promoted it.
Yeah, he's gonna, and they're gonna have that.
If he comes out with blonde hair and comes out,
oh my god,
wouldn't that be awesome?
That would be. It would be hilarious.
He comes back as the Ultimate Warriors tag team partner. Like,
oh my,
yeah,
dupes everybody. No, but I hope they do it. You know that was his like WCW theme. You know, Starrcade '97. You know, I hope they do it like they did with the orchestra playing it. Like that
so
was,
badass.
Oh man.
Just in terms of a battle of the entrances.
He can be a main eventer. If they use Sting right, he can be a legitimate main eventer. Not like everyone, but he can have matches that are important, have him win a couple, and then put over someone huge. And you know, like, because WWE
Sting right now doesn't have the way he used to wrestle.
No,
back in the day.
no, I understand that, but he still is Sting, and WWE can still promote him to be like, yo, this is fucking Sting. Like, this is WCW. Like, this guy, fuck what happened in TNA. Look at how, like, when Hulk Hogan came back.
I might get the game now just so I can play Sting.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's why I'm gonna get the game now.
I'm probably gonna buy an Xbox One just so because the Xbox One version is gonna be way better than the regular Xbox version. They have a lot more shit in it now, so.
I don't have the money.
We're ranting, but
I might
Sting,
just get the Xbox One just for that game.
Yes, I am going to for that game. So.
I mean it.
Pow, 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 pow. 2K, you did it. Yeah, the man that calls Sting. Yeah. Woo! You had me. They almost lost me when fucking Cena was on the front. I still hope they have some reversible cover. Put Sting on the fucking other side. Let me flip it. I don't want to look at fucking Cena.
How am I supposed to fap to Cena on the cover? Now, when The Rock was on there. Oh.
All right. Woo! All right. So after this, we are treated to the bizarre ones.
Well, no, didn't they have a Triple H promo before that?
There's Triple H promos everywhere.
It's not even worth discussing the next Triple H promo.
Another one.
4 more.
Yeah,
after.
And I like Triple H, but these promos did nothing tonight. They were just like
they were very repetitive.
Fillers.
Yeah. But yeah, Stardust, Goldust. You guys talk. I don't want to start ranting too much. What did you guys?
I love it. I think it's
hilarious.
I think it's very detrimental to Cody Rhodes' career, but I love it. I think it's hilarious.
I don't think it's detrimental because Cody Rhodes has just been a guy. Like, he's a great wrestler, but he's been just a guy, and then he was a guy with a mustache, and then he was just a guy. He's had, like, no gimmick.
He's going to have this gimmick stuck to him for the rest of his life.
Oh, yeah.
Just like his brother did.
Yeah, fuck it.
He's going to have it.
At least he's got something now.
At least he didn't come out and pull a 7 and be like, this is bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was work, though. WCW totally worked that when that happened. But, no, yeah, it's awesome. I saw that, too. Lewis, what do you think about our boys?
I love them. I think they're awesome.
How about
I love when Goldust goes and does the
yeah. But how about Stardust blowing the stars in Goldust
right in his mouth?
Yeah.
I literally want to go to Party City and just get a bunch of gold Stardust and blow it at people at bars and stuff. They won't get the reference, but it'll be hilarious to me, and that's all that's important.
Go to a girl.
Oh my god.
Hey, yo, bitch.
What the fuck is this? What are you doing? What is this? What am I covered in? Stardust.
Then you gotta hiss at her.
And then,
woo! Woo! Woo!
All right. So then we are treated to Cesaro sans Paul Heyman.
Yeah, I don't like
Paul
it.
Heyman.
I don't like
this was very awkward.
I don't like it. And I don't like that robe.
Yeah, no, it's nowhere near as good as the King of Swing. And we had the King of Swing. He had that little.
Yeah, he had that weird pseudo
Vince
McMahon
what
walk.
Happened? What the fuck? WWE, they're killing me. WWE is just like, oh no.
But then again, maybe it's him. Maybe it was his
I think it's them just wanting him not to get cheered at all. They're really trying to make him a bat. They're just like. WWE is like.
But that's the thing. The dynamic has changed now. Like
they better have a payoff of him becoming a good guy at some point. Otherwise, they have fucked up for no reason someone that was getting over organically with the crowd.
Yeah.
Like the WrestleMania,
he was getting over solely upon his ability in the ring, and that is so rare, and they better not fuck that up.
I think somebody needs to come out and destroy Cesaro, keep him off television for a couple of months, and let him come back.
That or
Bomb.
someone that's coming back to wrestle in the main event at SummerSlam, since everybody already knows what the main event of SummerSlam is. Brock Lesnar against John Cena. The only thing I could possibly see is Cesaro and Lesnar getting into a feud because...
That'd be so cool.
Yeah, like, that would be amazing. And turn Cesaro face. Give him fucking, like, no, be like, fuck you. I don't want to be second fiddle.
That's why I say have Lesnar destroy Cesaro, keep him out for a couple of months, and then bring him back to feud with him.
I'll just miss him, though.
I don't want to see him get destroyed. That's the only thing. I don't want to see him look like
that would make Brock Lesnar...
If he makes him look too weak.
Nah, but Cesaro will come back and be strong again. The crowd, he'll come back as a face. The crowd will love it. He'll come back, get the edge on Brock Lesnar.
I guess if Shawn Michaels can say he lost his smile and leave for a while and then come back and still be a big star, I guess Cesaro can.
Well, Cesaro goes against Big E with his new best friend Kofi Kingston, who had the word "hi" in green lettering on his tights. Like, all right, Kofi, we get it.
Okay.
Hitting the ganja a little bit, smoking them jazz cigarettes.
Dude, Sean Paul is his theme song.
Yeah.
You know he smokes a little bit of weed.
Yeah, so...
or is it Collie Buds? I can't remember.
I don't know. How about... Alright, did you guys notice when Cesaro had... Well, one thing, Cesaro with the fucking Pearl River plunge on
fucking
Big
A,
E.
dude. Going Ahmed Johnson on Big E. That was impressive.
Give me your Ahmed Johnson impersonation.
You know what, Undertaker? I know you see me last week and I'm in a real bad mood. So if you want to step up.
For those of you who don't get that reference.
What? Just type in Ahmed Johnson promo, and that's exactly how
a grown 300-pound black man to have his voice crack in a promo is the most delightful thing you'll ever see.
The man
in
could
professional
barely
wrestling.
speak English. It was so funny. His words just sound like he had marbles in his mouth all the time. But he was super over. Don't let WWE fool you. That was their main eventer. He was getting the treatment to become champion and then got hurt. But like there was a moment in 95, 96 where Ahmed Johnson was running through the entire roster.
Dude,
regardless of his horrible English.
Ass 2x4.
Yep. So
he was a beast, and his theme music was so cool.
Yes.
It was so cool.
I saw that man Pearl River plunge Vader at a house show when I was a kid. Yeah, that was nuts. So how did you guys notice the spot of Cesaro taking the steel chair and throwing it with all of his might at Kofi Kingston and Kofi having to like
so close.
Like that shit was intense right there. That would have hurt Kofi.
Yeah. What if I hit him in his elbow or his ribs or something?
And then
Cesaro threw it super hard, and like you could tell he actively had to dodge it, and then so it was pretty intense.
Yeah. And then Cesaro takes chairs, about to hit Big E, and Kofi jumps up, catches it. Big E hits him with the big ending.
Yeah, it was a pretty interesting spot, and it was a different ending to the match. Like WWE is they're trying.
Yeah,
Cesaro was his like third loss in a week or something.
He's been losing nonstop. Cesaro is he's not doing so well these last few weeks, and no Heyman this week, which.
That's very troubling to me.
Yeah, I think it's just I think it was just for this because, well, we'll jump around, but we get another in one of the 27 Triple H backstage segments. He had gone over a plan A and a plan B, and then Paul Heyman just casually walks in, and they're like, he's like, they're like, where were you? He's like, oh, I've been plodding around, picking my spots. Just he's like, in case. His plans don't work out.
If you're looking for a foolproof plan,
C.
I'm the guy to talk to.
Yep.
Can't miss guaranteed.
I honestly think Paul Heyman could be an actor. He's so great and he's so poignant and his delivery is so deliberate and methodical and perfect. He could be in movies. I really like Paul Heyman.
Yeah, he's unreal. Lewis, what do you think about this? Because obviously he's referring to Brock Lesnar.
Duh.
What are your thoughts on?
Well, we'll see Brock Lesnar probably next Monday on Raw.
We will. Yeah, Lesnar against Cena. Everyone, John Cena's winning he's retaining his title at Battleground. There's no reason to watch the main event.
Not even a spoiler alert, folks.
Unless Brock Lesnar comes out on the pay-per-view.
No, well, they already
That would be fucking cool.
already have the poster, and now I showed you the commercial. They already have a commercial set up with Lesnar against Cena.
Yeah.
They're building Lesnar as a former UFC champ, former NCAA champ against the 15-time greatest champion ever, John Cena. Yeah, oh my God. What's your longest title run, Cena?
I'm not sure on the specifics from that, but it's every title run he's ever had has been entirely too long. As far as I'm concerned.
I think he had like a 10-month reign.
That's too much. That's too much. That's far too much.
That was 10 months too long.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the man's career has been 15 years too long, but that's neither here nor there.
All right. Well, after that, we get Y2J. He comes out, says he's seen it all. Naked Midian, Big Papa Pump, Big Show, Shawn Michaels,
Lord Alfred
3-minute
Hayes,
warning.
Lord Tensai.
Yeah, he throws it out there. Wonders, but he's never seen anyone like Bray Wyatt. Then Bray Wyatt hops on the Titantron and says, "Where were you when we needed you?"
Also sporting a really nice shiner.
Oh my God!
Courtesy of Nature Boy.
Yeah.
Gave him that black eye.
Wait,
was it the Nature Boy that gave him the black eye?
Ric Flair gave him that black eye in a house show on Madison Square Garden over the weekend.
What the hell was Nature like?
Ric Flair was a guest, with Triple H, and it was John Cena against Bray Wyatt, and I think it was a no DQ match. And Ric Flair got in the ring, did his chops, did his little, and caught him with a right. He had the Hall of Fame ring on. Split him.
And the mystery is solved. Bray Wyatt get a shiner, courtesy of a man who has more than 10 years been involved with the AARP. So
Ric Flair still goes like, I'm giving it top.
Look it up on YouTube. Ric Flair split Bray Wyatt.
Oh man! Now
you get a black eye, but that's like getting hit by your grandpa.
Yeah, he got
sad.
He got split too, because when you watch it, he hits him, and then all you see is just blood coming right down his eye.
No shit.
Nice. I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, he got split good.
The Wyatts, the lights go out. Chris Jericho takes his jacket off at this time, and
somehow,
and the Wyatts are in the ring, Rowan and Harper are in the ring, and they basically bring him up because Bray Wyatt's at the top. He's running away, and then Bray Wyatt Pearl Harbor jobs Jericho, and probably the safest Sister Abigail that could have possibly been done.
He definitely landed amidst the breasts.
He had Jericho's face on his chest, but whatever. Hey.
You got to appreciate that from Bray Wyatt.
That's
trying to protect
looking out for his own.
Protect his dance partner there.
So after this great little promo, we get my baby girl Paige comes out for commentary. Eva Marie and AJ Lee.
My girl AJ.
You can talk about Eva Marie being shit in the ring, but she's still hot.
Yes. The match is really nothing to really talk about. Paige finally
I actually got sidetracked picking my nose.
Yeah,
for a
Paige finally getting some talking time though, saying that her and AJ Lee are frenemies, and then having to explain what a frenemy is because
as if it wasn't fucking painfully
it's
obvious.
Like, are you fucking serious? Like, she's my friend, but we're enemies. Like, Michael's like, all right. Like,
listen, don't get me wrong. I love hearing her talk. She's got that sexy English accent.
God.
I love that. But just say something that of worth that I didn't already immediately understand as soon as you said it.
So.
But she's new. She's young.
Anything? Anyone guys got anything else besides?
I like the ending. When AJ gets up on the table and they have this weird sort of tongue-in-cheek, passive-aggressive little spat back and forth. You can tell there's definitely a match building there.
Oh no, they're having a match at Battleground.
Well, there you go, folks.
This man is uninformed of all these matches. I like how you're just like.
I just don't pay attention.
There should be a match. Like, yeah, they actually are doing it.
Yeah. I don't like. I like Paige and I like AJ. It's just whenever the divas in. This is gonna make me sound like a bit of a misogynist, but I don't pay attention.
Oh my God! If they were a tag team with how WWE names tag teams, they'd be Paige Lee.
They would too. They fucking would.
Yep.
But they're great.
No, it's gonna be a great match.
I love it.
Oh, but they finally
I like
need
it
to
a
give them like 10 or 15 minutes. Give them time to finally have a real match. These
I
girls
like it a lot.
can fucking work. All right.
But yeah,
so,
both of them, absolutely. It would be cool if it was like a triple threat with Naomi in there. That would be fun. With that booty. That booty.
Woo!
Woo! Virginia is for lovers.
So after this is Triple H segment 6000, and it's Kane. Plan A is a serious problem. Kane hates Orton, which he had already said.
Not a
beginning of the
secret, Kane.
show,
Everybody
so-
knows it.
The Demon Kane, I apologize.
Oh, he's the Demon Kane now.
The Demon Kane. I really wish that they would have him with his mask off, like trying to be like corporate and like trying to keep his feelings in check, and like having the mask like over there, and like him just like trying to keep it, and then like putting the mask on when he loses his shit. Yeah, and like that's like him signifying he lost his shit. Like turning into the Hulk.
Honestly,
turn him into the Hulk. Basically, turn his character into the Incredible Hulk.
It's
Like,
cool. I've always liked Kane ever
Mild-mannered
since his
Glenn
debut.
Jacobs.
Yeah. A mild-mannered Isaac Yankem.
The Christmas monster.
The Christmas
Oh
monster.
God.
Poor guy.
So after this, one of my favorite wrestlers, I'm Believer. Are you guys believers?
Inspirational Bo Dallas.
I love
Oh
him.
my!
I love him.
Okay, so there's a moment when Bo Dallas is coming to the ring, and fucking, they're like, like what was this like? Do you think he's gonna have another 5-minute thing or like a little 5?
And the way JBL said, because he said, do you think he's going to have another 5-minute moment of silence? And JBL just goes, I hope it's longer than that. But it was just with like, so much like
love, where he's like, I hope it's longer this time. Like,
it was like he was talking about. It was like he was talking about like he was like a 13-year-old girl watching Justin Bieber come on stage.
He's like, wow, Bo Dallas. Like he's so into it. Like how it's so funny how he's like, I hope it's longer than that. Like,
I hope it's longer than that.
And Bo Dallas comes out and he says, I beat the little El Torito, who may be small in size but has a huge heart.
Huge heart.
And he'll take on anyone. And then we get the great Khali. There you go, babe. It's all right.
Whenever I see the great Khali, it just makes me klimped. I'm afraid he's gonna die coming out to the ring.
Just walking.
We don't need our first choke victim on a
tumbling
Smarks,
down.
right?
Yeah. So Great Khali comes down. This isn't much of a match. You guys have any thoughts on the match at all?
Bo Dallas hits the Bulldog.
Thoughts on the match? What was it? A match?
Because
Bo Dallas hit the Bulldog on him.
On the outside.
Yeah.
The ref had already been counting. They're both outside. He hits the Bodog and then hops in and he's like, go. Yeah, it was so. He's so funny with his little just the little things he does are so good. He gets a 10-count victory. Mm-hmm. Starts celebrating as he should because he's now 15 and Bo, and he grabs the mic and he's like, "Hey, big guy." Yeah, he's like, "Oh, and there was a moment when he said, "You're acting like a bad giant" or whatever." He's like, "Whoa, bad giant." Yeah, but he's like, "Hey there, big guy." He's about to give him an inspirational speech, and
Khali does the one move he knows how to do.
Cheap shot. That was a cheap shot.
That was a fucking cheap shot.
It was. You wouldn't expect that from a guy with some strange sort of spinal issue.
Hey, I'm trying to blank. Who was it that Khali beat for his
Stop it,
his first
shut up.
WWE championship run? Yeah. Wasn't it The Undertaker?
No, I can't hear you.
I don't know.
No, did that past that?
It was The Undertaker.
How about did it not spawn one of the absolute worst match ideas ever? The Punjabi prison.
Stop it!
Oh my, that was
the Punjab.
Stop it.
This
is like you making fun of my grandma dying or something.
All right. But Undertaker wasn't part of the Punjabi prison match. It was Batista, right? Yeah. Was it me and you that watched, or was it me and Keith that watched it, that texted you?
I've seen it.
Okay, I guess it was me and Keith, and I think I texted you. I was like, to you, I remember watching it with my buddy Keith, and I just said like 2 words. He's like, well, I'm like, or 3 words, sorry. I was like, Punjabi prison match. All right.
I mean, you know, Khali, when he first came out, he looked pretty cool. You know, he had the black trunks on, and he was, you know, he could walk like he wasn't about to keel over.
it's like his hips are not about to just permanently rip out of socket. That's gonna happen one day. Like
It will.
Yeah.
It will.
So,
Either that or he's just gonna take a step and hyperextend his kneecap and just
That'd be made
collapse
for
like
TV,
a giant building.
That'd be awesome. See his knee just come out.
So we've already
Yeah.
talked about this, but we need to talk about it again. The next segment is the Nature Boy, and my notes I have are Ric Flair, fucking Ric Flair, because it was like he was
So
just,
good.
he is still he outshines the entire roster. That he just styling and profiling. He went to kids in the audience, like they went to high five him, and he's like, did it and then he high five one and backhand high five the other one. He's
Classic Ric Flair.
yeah, he was
If I may
coming
borrow a
on
phrase
hard
from Michael
to Renee
Cole,
Young,
vintage Ric.
Flair, yeah.
Vintage
But
Flair.
my God, yeah, he was man, he was.
That was a time that Cole could have used that and been all
Yeah.
right, but he didn't use
I
it.
thought for sure he was going to assault Renee Young in the ring. He was scooting around her.
Oh
Like I was
my
pretty
God.
sure he was going to
Renee
tackle
Young was
her
digging
and
it
go-
though. I mean,
She was about it. You could see. I could see those knees
There was-
quivering.
I see-
I think
Yep, there
he
was-
was gonna rape her if Roman
it's
Reigns
not
didn't come
rape,
out.
it's a struggle snuggle.
Well, he was gonna struggle snuggle her hard.
She wanted it though. She wanted it.
She would have fought maybe for a second, and she's like, "Well, it's Ric Flair."
She's Canadian. She's very polite.
She's like, you're
Canadians
sorry for
are-
fighting you off.
Yeah, yeah, sorry.
You're
Okay.
entering me, eh?
Oh my God! If that's how she
You said you're entering me.
eh?
You're entering me.
Oh my.
You're entering me.
Hey. So all right.
Jesus.
This was one of the two highlights of the night. The other one being the detente. After this is the. Oh, man. After this is the fart of a main event. John Cena and Cena 2.0 Roman Reigns against Orton, Rollins, and the Demon Kane.
The Demon King.
What do you guys say? I have a very biased.
Did you say
opinion.
semen or demon?
The Seaman
The
King.
Seaman.
I've always loved Kane. I think he's great, especially for his size. And Randy Orton's one of those guys that has all the tools in the box. He just can't figure out how to put it together and make it,
I think
Randy
it's because
Orton's
he's
great.
too much of a douchebag. Like
But that should make
I
him
think Randy
great. The
Orton's
fact
great.
that he's a douchebag.
no, but he's like a real big dude.
He's a
like,
real life
No.
douchebag.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
he's just.
And that's awesome because fans
But
know.
no, but he's a.
But I think
Dude,
he's,
he's a
I
real
think
life
he's good
douchebag.
in the ring too.
He is good. No,
great
he's
in the
good.
ring.
I have
But
no
he's a
issues
dude.
and
with
he's got
Randy
this smarky.
Oh,
Smarky.
this guy! I wish this was like
Smarky
Pee Wee's Playhouse. He just said like the word. Like,
he's got this attitude on the mic, and it should, he's the quintessential heel, and for some reason it just doesn't connect, and that's really unfortunate.
Quintessential stud muffin, Joel Gertner.
yes,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Where is Joel Gartner when you need him?
Seriously, man.
WWJD, what would Joel do? Gartner. Oh man, if you guys don't know who Joel Gartner is,
Look
go
it the
back
fuck
and
up.
watch old ECW
ECW.
and
ECW.
listen to a fat man with a neck brace cut some serious promos. Just
Quality
yeah.
stuff.
Oh man, awesome.
Quality.
So
And what is it with your boy Kane? He can't take an RKO without landing on his knee first or anything.
Hey, man,
every
Kane-
time?
The man is 46
It
years
don't
old.
matter.
The
Yo,
man
Kane don't give a
is
fuck.
87
Kane don't give a
years
fuck. Kane gives no fucks given
He
by
hasn't
Kane.
sold an RKO or anything in
He doesn't need to. He's like
10
fuck
plus
you.
years.
He's like, why
The poor,
do I gotta sell this fucking RKO? Why aren't you selling the goddamn tombstone from me? I'm the fucking demon. I had the fucking WWE champion Daniel Bryan running
when's
like
the
a
last time
bitch
you saw somebody
months ago
Yeah.
when he was champ, but now he's fucking just back to doop-de-doop-de-doo. I'm fucking Kane.
Like, when's the last time you saw somebody adequately sell a choke slam? They always like half jump or do some bullshit, and it just ends up, falling
He's not
flat.
grabbing his neck all the way.
Oh, okay. It's Kane's fault.
Now we did see we got Cena's fucking 5 moves of doom. which happened.
You
That
got
was
Reigns 5 moves.
no.
Oh, no,
Whoa,
that guy's got
whoa.
3. He's got
moves.
3.
He's got
Sorry.
3 moves.
Well, he threw a clothesline in last
Oh,
match,
a
right?
close
Oh,
line.
he's
It was a jumping clothesline. I thought he was going for the Superman.
He was going for it. He
clothesline.
just fucked up basically.
You
like,
can, yeah, it's like you can almost tell Dean
I like
Malenko
how,
is
like-
the one training Roman Reigns.
Did you? How about?
Is he?
No.
How
thought,
about?
Joey,
no, he was joking
Mercury.
because
Clearly.
he's got no moves. That was the
Yeah,
joke.
okay.
Because Dean Malenko is the man of
I
a
get it.
thousand holds. Yeah. No. How
The
about
man of 3
Randy
holds.
Orton like positioning himself just like, come on, like he put his head outside of the ropes, like just fucking do this. And Roman Reigns like, takes like the longest way to do it.
I don't know. I like the image of Roman Reigns. He's he's big and he's got the Polynesian tattoos and the inexplicably constantly greasy hair. But he falls flat on the mic and his ring work is boring. But I can see why WWE likes him. That's primarily why I can see why WWE likes him.
I just know Vince McMahon's giving him that.
Oh.
Like Gary Stride. Gary Stride him. Wow.
That's money, Roman.
Yeah.
That's money.
Well, hopefully
Do it
doesn't end
again,
up
Roman.
Like,
That's
like
money.
Das Wunderkind.
Oh my, Alex Wright.
Mm.
Yeah.
Or the
So
Z-Man.
yeah, overall, this was the fucking take-home show. Like.
It was a pretty lackluster take-home show.
This was a fart. It started with 2 guys farting in the microphone on a promo, and it ended with the same 2 farting around in match.
John Cena.
Surprisingly, I did not
Roman
fall
Reigns.
asleep this week at the main event.
He broke the streak.
I fought not to, but yes. But Chris can tell you, he can attest that he was here. We were rewatching it tonight, and I was already like, I started yawning and stuff, and I was just like,
It's true.
I can't do Cena
I'm
matches.
yawning right now.
Oh man. So we've got Battleground coming up. Quick, let's go over a couple things before we get actually to the Battleground. What was did you have a sign of the night at all? Anything stuck out to you? There was a Straight Shoot, which is a show that I appeared on a little over a month ago with the Godfather himself, Aubrey Sitterson. Guys, check it out. Straight Shoot. It was pretty rad to see that sign right behind Jerry Lawler's head.
They should have done a little more work with that sign, though. I mean, if they're going to promo the Straight Shoot, do a little more than just taking a whiteboard and writing Straight Shoot on it. It's cool to promo it.
Exactly. If
Because
anyone,
Aubrey's a super,
if anyone
cool
put
dude, but
Smarks, I would be stoked. Even if it looked like they wrote it in diarrhea, it would still be like,
if you're watching this and you go to a WWE event, folks, make yourself a Smark sign and let us see it. Show us some love.
You will get a shout out on the show.
So
if you did
I
that.
would say my sign of the night would have to be the Putin 316. It made me being that it was in the background of the detente. I was tickled pink on the inside. I think
I like the why is your hair?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one.
sign.
Yeah, that one was.
That was pretty funny.
That was my one.
And there was a yay shot. A sign
and on the back of it
yay
said
and
boo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yay,
so-
boo.
boo. Yeah. And wrestler of the week. This one was a hard one.
Yeah, there wasn't no match that really grabbed me this week.
I'm gonna go with just segment of the week,
Yeah.
the detente.
Segment of the week.
I'm gonna throw it out there and say wrestler of the week, Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger, just because he was over.
And he did one hell of the way he applied the Patriot Lock. Pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah.
All right, so that takes
We'll
care
go
of
with
that
that.
little stuff. Battleground. With the man they call Steve.
The man that calls Steve.
His name's
Steve.
Borden.
Borden Stevens. All right.
I'm pumped about the video game.
We
Yeah,
got
so
the,
am I.
The
Who do you
kickoff
guys?
special.
What?
Who do you think is gonna win the kickoff special?
Oh, that's Naomi, which is I moan backwards.
Yay!
Real quickly though, 20-man battle royal featuring woo woo woo, you know it.
My boy.
Zack Ryder. I love Zack Ryder. I still fucking
And of course,
love
the most
it.
technically sound wrestler in the history of the business.
Great
the Great
Khali?
Khali.
Yeah, that's right.
You know they had it was
Heath
gonna
Slater?
be 22-man battle royal, but they took out Adam Rose and Damian Sandow.
Bleh. No, I think they're both still in it.
They're out.
No, they're out.
They're
So
out.
they were
Official on
advertised
the-
on the thing.
It's official on the website.
Of course, they
took
take
them off.
Damian Sandow.
Sons of
Vincent
bitches.
Kennedy McMandow.
That was awesome.
Abraham
all right,
McMandow.
so who do you guys think wins this?
That battle royal. Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
who's walking out Intercontinental Champion?
It's a toss up. There's a lot of guys in there that I think deserve it. You know,
Miz.
Miz. We have a prediction. We have one prediction. I honestly, I'd have to go over the list again because they show them so quickly in the thing.
I got it
you
right
know.
here.
Oh, here we go.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Do you have Xavier Woods on that?
Yep.
Oh,
R-Truth. He's doing it for little Jimmy.
this is a personal thing for me. I want Ziggler to win it.
Oh man, that would be awesome. But
Yeah. But it's probably for me. In all likelihood, it's going to be either Cesaro, Sin Cara. Mike's vote is for Sin Cara, ladies and gentlemen.
Fuck that.
We got it on record.
No. So who do you really think's gonna win it?
I think who do I think's going to win it?
Who do you think, and who would you, if you could? All right, I should say.
Who
that
do I
right.
want? Ziggler. Who do I
Yeah.
think? Cesaro.
And you said you're going.
I want Cesaro to win, but I think Miz is gonna win.
All right, and I would love Cesaro to win the Intercontinental Championship, and I'm gonna go with fucking Cesaro. Actually, it's either Cesaro or Sheamus, just because they want to merge the titles, and it's so hard for writers to.
Yeah, that's an interesting prediction there.
I would say the final four is Bo Dallas,
Mm-hmm.
Cesaro,
Sheamus.
and probably the Miz. I think those are your last four that are
Yeah.
in there.
What do you think? Maybe top 5, maybe ADR's in there too.
Yeah, fuck out. Alberto Del Rio, fuck off. No.
He's a great wrestler. He just has shit
Yeah.
for promo skills.
ADR.
Also, we've got the 2 out of 3 Usos versus Wyatt title match.
I like the Wyatt family for that one. I like Harper and Rowan.
I'm gonna go with the Harpers.
Yeah,
Harper
the
and
Harpers.
Rowan.
Yeah.
Harper and Rowan. Excuse me.
Last month, I thought that was, or earlier this month, excuse me, I thought they were gonna win at Payback, but I'm going with it this time.
Yeah,
It's
I like the Wyatt family. on that
Yeah.
one.
and we also have got the Swagger Rusev. I think we already touched on that we all think Rusev wins.
Rusev, yeah.
Mhm.
Paige AJ Lee. Paige J Lee.
Paige Lee.
I'm gonna go with AJ.
Yeah, I'm gonna say AJ also.
AJ, and I could see them for whatever reason turning Paige heel, which should just be the anti-diva. Let her be the anti-diva.
I like that idea because there's obviously this weird like tongue-in-cheek rapport between the two.
I want to see her tongue in her cheeks.
I mean, talking about the cheeks on her face, baby. It's a man show.
Dirty old man.
And then trying to think. Besides the main event, is there any other matches that
We got Bray Wyatt and Jericho.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I like Bray Wyatt for that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Bray
Because
as well.
Bray Wyatt, I think, is very much so in the same category as RVD is right now. He's just
Jericho.
You're right, exactly, Jericho. Very much so in the same sort of realm that.
Putting over talent.
Yeah, they're guys that have had big illustrious careers, and they're just putting over younger guys now, and I appreciate that there's fellas like that still in the business because they need them. So
yeah, I'm
I dig
with you
that.
on that.
I dig that. I think that's
We
cool.
got Dean Ambrose against Seth Rollins.
Seth fucking A. That is going to be the
That's a
match
match
of
of
the
the
night.
night.
That's a toss-up for me. I really can't tell who's going to win that one.
Schmaz.
I think
We gotta vote for Schmaz.
Fucking schmaz. There's gonna be
Schmaz.
someone that comes out, like Triple H comes out or something, and
I don't know. I'm still putting my money on Ambrose.
DQ.
I'm putting my money
Ambrose
on Dean
winning
Ambrose.
by DQ.
yeah, there's not gonna be a clean. There will not be a clean finish. in
Yeah,
this
I don't
match.
think so. Both these guys are being pushed so
Yeah.
hard, it's not going to be clean no matter what. But I think I still like Dean for that
I
one.
like Ambrose winning by DQ.
I would like to see Ambrose win, but I'm happy either way. I hope. Oh my! Would I rather Ambrose and Rollins be main eventers and Roman Reigns having time to still learn how to properly wrestle better and cut promos, because they're leaps and bounds beyond better than Reigns. The only thing is Vince McMahon gets hard-ons for guys that are 250 plus pounds.
It's true.
And like
history will tell you that, folks. Go back and look.
It doesn't matter. Like get these guys that can actually be entertaining. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, you gave guys like CM Punk and Daniel Bryan a chance, and look what happened with that. It was you struck gold. You know. Give Dean Ambrose a chance. I guarantee you that boy will make you money, Vince.
Oh man, no one talks better on the mic right now.
Nobody.
No one.
There's nobody better. Nobody better.
Paul Heyman.
Well,
no wrestler.
Okay, yeah,
no
wrestler.
There we go.
Paul Heyman's got delivery. He's got the whole bit.
Yeah,
if he had a six-pack and hair on his head,
it would be the late 80s, early 90s Paul Heyman. He never had a six-pack, but
he never really had hair.
Oh no, dude, he had a full head of hair. When he was Paulie Dangerously, you need to.
I'm gonna
show
a mullet.
I am putting on the WWE Network we didn't plug the network. Here we go, WWE Network. I am going to put that on and show you.
I'm talking about when he was like strictly like the ECW.
Oh yeah, no, he's already gotten fat at that point.
Yeah,
but
that's when I started. You gotta understand, Mike. I'm a couple years younger than you.
Yeah, son of a bitch.
I'm the little baby.
Yeah, no, I still remember the Dangerous Alliance. I was a child and I saw Paulie Dangerously, and he got the name because he looked like Johnny Dangerously, the Michael Keaton movie, which is hilarious if you've never seen it in the 80s.
Watch it.
But yeah, so
Dangerously.
Paulie Dangerously and the Dangerous Alliance featured stunning Steve Austin, ravishing Rick Rude,
beautiful Bobby Eaton.
Oh, so beautiful, so Bobby.
He was.
Eaton.
And finally, the Fatal 4-Way. Who do we like for that?
Yeah,
Not that you care.
Like, oh man, who doesn't know
Cena.
that John Cena's gonna win?
Really? That's your pick? I was gonna say the Demon Kane. Wouldn't that shock? That would be a Vince Russo thing if Kane.
I would
won
like
that
it.
match.
I would take it. I would fucking take it.
I would poop if I would literally poop.
I would be pleasantly surprised. Like, holy shit, Kane's the fucking champion.
I would pleasantly poop.
You know he would lose it the next day, like he did Austin.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
But fuck it. For one night.
You said
like,
butt fucking.
Butt fucking. I don't know. Is there any last thoughts about Raw, the pay-per-view? You guys got anything?
Overall, it was probably one of the more lackluster go-home shows for a pay-per-view for me. But I think it did a decent job setting up the matches that they do have planned, except for that opening show that we're all really excited about.
Oh man,
who was on? I already forgot.
Naomi and Cameron.
Okay.
No, not. Oh yeah.
The Funkadactyls explode.
Oh man, imagine if they had it like the Hulk Hogan Macho Man graphic.
You got lust in your eyes, Naomi.
They show
you got lust for Brodus.
Oh man, Brodus Clay gets brought back to be the special guest referee.
You got lust for Brodus.
So which one of the Funkadactyls carries Brodus around on her shoulders after they win?
Naomi.
Okay.
Naomi, obviously. She carries him on her ass.
Oh, yeah, that booty. I could fall asleep on that thing.
All day.
Are you still doing your little podcast? Are you?
Yeah. If you guys are interested, it's not a wrestling podcast, but feel free to check out Zero Dark Thursday at zerodarkthursday.net.
.net?
.net.
There we go. I said not. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. zerodarkthursday.net.
Don't mess up here. We'll get on.
But I want to thank you guys for having me on.
William Christensen, as he's called in our little circles, Chris, with his sweet ass stash.
Everybody, both of you, give it a touch.
There you go.
Give it a touch.
It goes,
That's
ladies.
Gentle.
It goes past his eyebrow.
It does. Wow. It's true. It does.
It's not only his mustache.
But no, I really do appreciate you guys having me on.
Oh man, no, it was a lot of fun. We definitely will have you on again.
Cool beans. I'm excited.
We're going to be having more guest hosts. We have no clue who next week's guest host is going to be.
Who will it be?
Who knows? It could be you again if we don't. But we're going to continue doing this. And if you're out there and you want to possibly be on a part of this, it's Google Plus Hangouts. You don't have to be here with us to do this. We'll hopefully be getting some wrestlers in the future on here too, independent, and eventually, hopefully, a WWE star at some point. But yeah, it's going to keep going on, and we're going to continue growing. So it's been a lot of fun, and we are the Smarks, and we thank you all for watching us for another week. And one last...
Yep.
Woo!